Hi students, in this video we are solving the unsolved numericals from chapter 1 Gravitation Science 1 Maharashtra State Board. Before solving the numericals, just revise some formulas which we are studied in the chapter 1 Gravitation. The first formula is V is equal to U plus AT. This is the Newton's first equation of motion. V means final velocity, U means initial velocity, A means acceleration and T means time. Second formula is S is equal to ut plus half at square. Here S is the distance, U is the initial velocity, T is the time, A is the acceleration and this also time. Third formula is V square is equal to U square plus 2AS. This is the Newton's third equation of motion. Next formula is force of attraction between the two bodies, that is F is equal to G into M1 into M2 divided by R square. G means gravitational constant, M1 is mass of the first object, M2 is the mass of the second object divided by R square. Here we are taken D also. Next formula is G. G means acceleration due to gravity is equal to Gm upon R square. And the next formula is weight. Weight W is equal to F is equal to mg. And in this numericals we are using some units. Velocity we can measure, this V means initial velocity and velocity we can measure in meter per second. U means initial velocity, V means final and U means initial velocity. Initial velocity we can also measure in meter per second. S means distance we measured in meter. T we measured in second. F means force we measured in Newton and weight is also measured in Newton. G, that is the universal gravitational constant, we can measure in Newton meter square plus per kg square. Mass we measured in kg. Acceleration and the acceleration due to gravity we can measure meter per second square. So solve the following examples. Textbook page number 15. First example, an object takes 5 seconds to reach the ground from a height of 5 meters on a planet. What is the value of G on the planet? So in this example, we will find out the value of G. G means acceleration due to gravity. An object takes 5 seconds to reach the ground from a height S is equal to 5 meters. So given initial velocity U is equal to 0. Keep in mind, if any object falls towards the ground, the initial velocity should be 0. S is equal to 5 meters. T is equal to 5 seconds. Just correct here. T is equal to 5 seconds. T is equal to 5 seconds. G we have to find out and we have no A is equal to G. Therefore, according to Newton's second equation of motion, what is the Newton's second equation of motion? S is equal to ut plus half at square. S is 5, U is 0 into 5 plus half into G into 5 square. So 5 as it is, 0 into 5 0 plus half into G into the square of 5 is 25. Therefore 5 is equal to 25 divided by 2 into G. Therefore 25 divided by 2 comes on left hand side. G is equal to 5. Therefore G is equal to 5 into 2 divided by 25. 5 2s are 10 divided by 25. If we divide this 10 divided by 25, G is 0.4 meter per second square. Therefore the value of G on the planet is 0.4 meter per second square. Next, second example, the radius of a planet A is half the radius of the planet B. If the mass of A is ma, what must be the mass of B? So the value of G on B is half that of its value. So the radius of planet A, the radius of a planet A is half the radius of planet B. The radius of planet A is half of the planet B. So here radius on planet A, radius is R divided by 2. And the radius of planet B is R. If the mass of A is ma, if the mass of the planet A is ma, what must be the mass of the planet on B? So the value of G on B is half that of its value of A. So if the value of G on the planet is G, on the planet B, the value of G is half of the planet A. Therefore, for planet A, radius is equal to R divided by 2. Mass is ma and acceleration GA is equal to G. Therefore, what is the formula of G? G is equal to Gm upon R square. Therefore, G is equal to G into M means mass of first planet, that is a planet, G into Ma divided by R divided by 2 square. Here keep in mind radius is R divided by 2 on planet A. Therefore, Gm is equal to G into Ma divided by R. What is the square of R? R square. What is the square of 2? 4. So if this 4 goes on the numerator, that is 4 into Gma divided by R square. This is the first one. Now on planet B, we are already discussed, for planet B radius is R, mass that is mb. Suppose mass is mb and gb is half of the acceleration of the, here gb is g divided by 2. Why? Because the value of g on b is half that of its value. Therefore, g is equal to gm upon r square. Therefore, g divided by 2 is equal to gmb. Here m we take mb divided by r square. Therefore, g is equal to 2 into cross multiplication 2 into gmb upon r square. This is the second equation. So from 1 and 2, 2gmb divided by r square is equal to 4 into gma upon r square. Therefore, we take mb on the left hand side. So 4gma divided by r square, this 2g goes on the right hand side, so it become divide into r square divided by 2g. So r square gets cancelled, gg gets cancelled, 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4. So what is remaining? mb is equal to 2 into ma. Therefore, the mass of the B is 2 ma. Therefore, the mass of B is 2 ma. Third example is, the mass and weight of an object on the earth are 5 kg and 49 Newton respectively. What will be their values on the moon? Assume that the acceleration due to gravity on the moon is 1 divided by 6th of that of the earth. So suppose the mass and weight of an object on the earth, mass is 5 kg. There is one object, the mass on the earth, that is 5 kg, weight is 49 Newton. So what will be their values on the moon? So we will find out the values of mass on the moon and weight on the moon. So on the earth, mass is 5 kg, weight is 49. So which formula we are using here? Formula weight is equal to F is equal to mg. Therefore, W is equal to mg. What is the value of W? 49 is equal to, what is the value of M? 5 into G. Therefore, G comes on left hand side, so 49 divided by 5. Therefore, the value of G is 9.8 meter per second square, and it is the constant value of acceleration due to gravity. Therefore, acceleration due to gravity on the moon, here they are already assume that the acceleration due to gravity on the moon is 1 divided by 6th of that on the earth. Therefore, G is equal to 1 divided by 6 into 9.8. Therefore, 9.8 divided by 6. If we solving this division, so answer is 1.634 meter per second square. Therefore, on moon, the weight is equal to mg. So what is the value of m? 5 into 1.36634. Therefore, weight on the moon is 8.17 n and m is 5 kg. Why m is 5 kg? Because mass does not change on any planet. That's why mass remains same 5 kg and the weight is changed. The weight is 8.17 Newton on the moon. Next numerical is, an object thrown vertically upwards reaches a height of 500 meter. What was its initial velocity? How long will the object take to come back to the earth? Assume g is equal to 10 meter per second square. So an object thrown vertically upwards reaches a height 500 meter. What was its initial velocity? So first we calculate the initial velocity and how long will the object take the time to come back on the earth, and how much time the object take to come on the earth. So here we find out u and t. So given s is equal to 500 meter, s means distance, g is equal to 10 meter per second square. And we know for calculating the motion of an object thrown upwards, acceleration is negative. So here we take the negative acceleration, that is a is equal to minus g. So a is equal to minus 10 meter per second square. Here v is equal to 0, final velocity is 0. We have to find out u, initial velocity, and t. Therefore, according to Newton's third equation of motion, what is the Newton's third equation of motion? V square is equal to u square plus 2as. V is 0 square, u square as it is, plus 2 into a is minus 10 into, what is the value of s? 500. Therefore, 0 square is equal to u square, 2 into minus 10 minus 20 into 500. 0 is equal to u square, the square of 0 is 0. U square minus 20 into 500, 10,000. Therefore, this 10,000 goes on left hand side, so it becomes positive. 10,000 is equal to u square. If we taking the square root of this 10,000, 10,000 is under root of 10,000 is equal to u. So 10,000 is the square root of 100. So the initial velocity is 100 meter per second. According to next one is we have to find out t. According to the Newton's second equation of motion, if the object come back to the earth, the initial velocity should be 0. Therefore, according to Newton's second equation of motion, s is equal to ut plus half at square. S is 500, u is 0 into t plus half into acceleration is 10 into t square. Therefore, 500 is equal to 0 plus 5t square. Therefore, 500 is equal to 5t square. Therefore, t square is equal to 500 divided by 5. 5 ones are 5, 5 tens are 50. So, t square is equal to 100. Therefore, t is equal to under root of 100. So, t is equal to 10 seconds. Therefore, total time 10 into 2, that is the 20 seconds. Fifth one numerical is a ball falls off a table and reaches the ground in 1 second. Suppose this is the table, there is one ball. The ball falls on a table and reaches the ground in 1 second. Assuming g is equal to 10 meter per second square, g means acceleration due to gravity. Calculate its speed on reaching the ground and the height of the table. So in this example, we have to calculate the speed on calculate its speed on the reaching the ground. Calculate the speed of the ball on reaching the ground and the height of the table. So given is t is equal to 1 second, g is equal to 10 meter per second square, initial velocity is 0. We have to find out the time, that is the v is equal to, we have to find out, and distance. Therefore, according to Newton's first equation of motion, v is equal to u plus at. V is equal to initial velocity 0 plus acceleration is 10 into 1. Therefore, v is equal to 10 meter per second. Therefore, the speed is 10 meter per second. Next, we have to find out height of the table, that is the s. Therefore, according to Newton's second equation of motion, here we can use Newton's third equation of motion also. If we solve it by using this second equation and the third equation, answer remains same. Therefore, s is equal to ut plus half at square. S is equal to initial velocity is 0 into t as it is plus half into acceleration is 10 into 1 square. Sorry, here take 1, 0 into 1. So 0 into 1, 0. 2 ones are 2, 2 5s are 10. So s is equal to 5 into 1 square, 1. So s is equal to 5 meter. So in this way, the height of the table is 5 meter and the speed is 10 meter per second. Next one example is quite complicated. F1, the masses of the earth and the moon are 6 into 10 raised to 24 kg and 7.4 into 10 raised to 22 kg respectively. The distance between them is 3.84 into 10 raised to 5 kilometer. Calculate the gravitational force of attraction between the two. So here we have to calculate the gravitational force between the earth and the moon. The masses of the earth and moon are 6 into 10 raised to 24 and 7.4 into 10 raised to 22 kg. And the distance between two is 3.84 into 10 raised to 5 kilometer. Here use the g, that is the constant value of the universal gravitational constant, 6.7 into 10 raised to minus 11 Newton meter square kg square or kg raised to minus 2. So here Earth. The mass of the Earth is 6 into 10 raised to 24. The mass of the Moon is 7.4 into 10 raised to 22 kg. And the distance between these two is 3.84 into 10 raised to 5. So we have to calculate the force, calculate the gravitational force between the Earth and the Moon. So what is the given? ME. ME means mass of the Earth, that is 6 into 10 raised to 24 kg. MM means mass of the Moon, that is 7.4 into 10 raised to 22 kg. Here R means there is a distance between the two Earth and Moon, that is given 3.84 into 10 raised to 5 kilometer. So here the value of the R is given in the kilometer. We can convert this kilometer into the meter. So we have to multiply 10 raised to 3. Therefore 3.84 into 10 raised to 5 into 10 raised to 3 meter. Why we multiply this 10 raised to 3? Because we taken this value R in meter. Therefore 3.84 into 10 raised to 5 plus 10 raised to 8 meter. Therefore the value of R is 3.84 into 10 raised to 8 meter. So here we are using this formula, F is equal to G into M1 M2 divided by R square. Here sometimes they are given D square. Therefore F is equal to G ME MM upon R square. ME means mass of the Earth, MM means mass of the Moon. Therefore the value of G is 6.7 into 10 raised to minus 11. Mass of the Earth is 6 into 10 raised to 24. Mass of the Moon is 7.4 into 10 raised to 22. Divided by R square. R is 3.84 into 10 raised to 8 square. So first we separate this 10 raised to term. So 6.7 into 6 into 7.4 divided by 3.84 square into 10 raised to 11 into 10 raised to 24 into 10 raised to 22 divided by 10 raised to 16. Why 10 raised to 16? 8 to the 16. Therefore, if we calculate this 6.7 into 6 into 7.4, answer is 297.48. And if we take the square of this 3.84, answer is 14.74. Into 10 raised to 11, into 10 raised to 24, into 10 raised to 22. This 10 raised to 16 goes on the numerator, so it becomes 10 raised to minus 16. So here 24 plus 22, 24 plus 22, 22, 44, 46. 46 minus 16 plus 11, 27. So answer is 20. If we divide this one, 20.18 into 10 raised to 19. Understood student? This one 10 raised to 11 into 10 raised to 24. First we add these two, 10 raised to 24, 10 raised to 22, that is 10 raised to 46, and minus this 16 minus 11, 16 plus 10, 26 and 27. So answer is 10 raised to 19. So therefore 20.18 into 10 raised to 19. If we give the decimal point after 2, therefore 2.0818 into 10 into 10 raised to 19. Therefore answer is 2.0 into 10 raised to this 10 and this 19, 10 raised to 20 n. Therefore the force of attraction between the Earth and the Moon is 2 into 10 raised to 20 Newton. The last example for this numericals is the mass of the Earth is 6 into 10 raised to 24 kg. The distance between the Earth and the Sun is 1.5 into 10 raised to 11 meter. If the gravitational force between the two is 3.5 into 10 raised to 22 Newton, what is the mass of the Sun? So here they are given the mass of the Earth, that is 6 into 10 raised to 24 kg. The distance between the Earth and Sun is 1.5 into 10 raised to 11 meter. If the gravitational force between these two is 3.5 into 10 raised to 22 Newton. What is the mass of the Sun? So given is mass of the Earth is 6 into 10 raised to 24. The force between the Earth and Sun is 3.5 into 10 raised to 22 Newton. R, that is the distance between the Earth and the Sun, is 1.5 into 10 raised to 11. We have to find out the mass of the Sun. So here also we are using the formula F is equal to G into M1 into M2 divided by R square. So here G into MS into ME divided by R square. MS means mass of the Sun and here me means mass of the earth. Therefore force they are given 3.5 into 10 raised to 22 is equal to G is the constant value, 6.7 into 10 raised to 11 into mass of the sun. Mass of the sun we have to find out, into mass of the earth is 6 into 10 raised to 24 divided by r square 1.5 into 10 raised to 11 square. If we take this ms, that is the mass of the sun on the left hand side, so 3.5 into 10 raised to 11 into 1.5 into 1.5. We take the separate terms of this 10 raised to, we take the separate terms of this 10 raised to into 10 raised to 11 square means 10 raised to 22 divided by 6.7 into 6 into 10 raised to 11 into 10 raised to 24. Here 6.7 into 10 raised to minus 11. So here 3.5 into 1.5 into 1.5 divided by 6.7 into 6. Here 10 raised to 22 into 10 raised to 22. This 10 raised to minus 11 goes on the numerator, so it becomes plus 10 raised to 11. And this 10 raised to 24 goes on the numerator, so it become a minus 10 raised to minus 24. So if we solving this, we get the answer 10 raised to 31. Therefore 3.5, 1.5 into 1.5, 2.25 divided by 6.7 into 6. If we solving this 3.5 into 2.25, answer is 7.875 divided by 40.2 into 10 raised to 31. If we divide this one, answer is 0.1958 into 10 raised to 31. Therefore 0.1958 into, if suppose we take 10 here, 10 into 10 raised to 30, if we multiply this 0.1958 into 10, that is nearly equal to 1.96. Here 0.1958, it is nearly 0.1960. Therefore if we multiply this 10 with this 0.1958, answer is 1.96 into 10 raised to 30 kg. Therefore the mass of the sun is 1.96 into 10 raised to 30 kg. Hope students everyone understood these numericals. If you have any doubt, you can ask me anytime. Thank you.